YouTube, this your boy Karan from the world of Q, and on today's episode of the Q Review, we got Bill Burr Paper Tiger comedy special. It's on Netflix right now. I recommend it. Like I said, I'm a fan of comedy. I recommend it. I enjoyed it. It's about an hour, 10 minutes long, a little bit long for my liking, but like I said, I really enjoyed this special. And one thing about the GOATs, and even just great comedians, I really enjoy when they go off the cuff, like when they start to do the off the cuff as in crowd work, like they start to interact with the crowd, or maybe the mic stand might fall, maybe they might slip and they'll make a joke out of it. Maybe somebody comes into their show late and they make a joke about it, and then they go right back into their set. To me, that's hard, because it's one thing to go through your set or go through a set that you already know works. It's another thing to go through a set somebody interrupted by walking in, or it's interrupted by your order not being full, something like that. You can make a joke about it, have people laugh, probably make another joke about it, have people laugh, and then go right back into your set. Like that's what I loved about this special. He did that a lot. Cultural appropriation joke was spot on. And like you say, he took cancel culture by the balls. Same thing that Andrew Schultz did, and Dave Chappelle did with their last two specials and everything like that. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, he had a Michelle Obama joke about because she's writing a book and she's doing all these press runs, and he's like, yo, she has more touring than comedians, but what do first ladies do? Something like that. Like, and it was just funny how he broke it down. Like he had a joke about Stephen Hawking and people being mad at Bryan Cranston, the actor from Breaking Bad, the greatest show ever. People being mad at Bryan Cranston for portraying a quadriplegic, and he said something like, why would we get mad at him for portraying y'all? As if we would get one of y'all to come portray y'all. How the fuck can you act that out? You're just gonna be talking and rambling. It's something like that, but it was hilarious the way he broke this shit down. Like, it was funny as fuck. And then he had a Stephen Hawking joke, because he segued into the joke, was like, said some. Yeah, and I got a problem with, you know that guy? Yeah, the guy that's always sitting down. I was like, hold up. Is he talking about what's it? And he broke it down with Stephen Hawking. He's like, yeah, I hate that guy, man. Like, I'm glad he's dead. And just, people was like, oh. He's like, nah, you guys wanted him to, you wanted him to suffer? Man, he's probably getting a blowjob up in heaven right now. Like, he really went in on everything, man. And I like when comedians, movies, musicians, I like when they're really operating within their element without no blinders or without no fucking training wheels. Like, when you constantly have people going to these comedy shows just to talk about how they offended, like, yo, it's comedy. The things that they're making light of it because it is a serious situation. But yo, if we can all laugh at these things, I think it makes days go by easier, as opposed to going to a comedy show, paying your money, and then being like, yo, that's offensive, you can't talk about that. Well, it's a comedian. You knew they were going to say something that may possibly offend you. Why would you go? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I'm just glad that comedy is moving back in a direction to where comedians is getting on the stage and they're just saying, look, fuck it. If you offended, oh well, cancel me. You can't cancel me. But if you're offended, sorry or not sorry. But my aim is to make people laugh. My aim is to make the world laugh. My aim is to make people enjoy, the time and the money, and the money is well spent on this special. For however long they're sitting in and he's on the stage doing a thing, like, you're able to escape what you're going through in the real world. So when you fuck it up for everybody else that's enjoying their time by coming there and saying, that's offensive, you can't say that, you're being an asshole to not only the person that's performing, but to the people that are enjoying themselves laughing. Like, yo, he was in an arena. Bill Burr is a legend, man. One of the GOATs, bro. And one of my favorite comedians. On the Joe Rogan podcast, he said, like, he named it Paper Tiger because he wanted to name it Strange Times, but Joe Rogan, his comedy special, his last one was called Strange Times. And basically just off of the times that we're in, like, people are so focused on a lot of the wrong things. Everybody's offended by the wrong things. When you go in these third world countries, like, you say something about, I don't know, something that may be offensive over here, you say it over there, and they like, well, we don't got much to have anyway, so I'm just gonna laugh at this. Now you also have to watch who and what you're joking about, because you don't want to go to Russia and be joking about Putin, and then next thing you know, motherfuckers is grabbing you off stage and you in somebody's trunk. You don't want to do that. So it's always good to make sure you don't cross the line. But I think the truly great comedians know how to do that. Like they can it's like, you ever see one of those people like they'll walk on those tight ropes on the skyscrapers? I think that's what really great comedians do. Like they walk on that tightrope and people are entertained the whole time, so they're watching them to see if you're gonna fall, which is, oh, this joke meant to be this, but this just turned out terribly bad, or if you're gonna get across the line, which is, oh, he said that, but that was funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I really enjoyed it because, like I said, when you see somebody operate on that type of frequency, it's special, you know. And I really appreciate him. And like I said, it inspires me to want to do more. And, you know, once I do start touching the other things, you know, pertaining to my goals, you know, you'll be able to just say, fuck it. Some people gonna like it and some people not gonna like it. So, like I said, and one thing, I'm not sure if I said this in one of my last videos, but one thing about great comedians is they mix storytelling with wisdom and then perfectly crafted analogies that are funny. You know, like the Stephen Hawking's joke. Like, everybody was mad that he was talking about where people was like, oh, he was talking about Stephen Hawking, and as soon as they gave that reaction, he was like, so hold up, wait a minute, y'all wanted him to keep suffering? He said y'all wanted him to stay shriveled up in that little chair. He said, I hate that fucking guy. He's so negative. Like, yeah, like, yo, he went for the jugular on this one, and like I said, I don't think it's gonna backfire. But you know, you're always gonna have people like Vice did with Dave Chappelle. They was trying to cancel Dave Chappelle before people even watched the special. Telling people not to watch the special. Like I said, man, Burr had bars all over the place. Like, and he just went for the jugular. Like his Boston accent and the fact that he's like an angry white guy. Like, that shit is hilarious to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate accents. I don't hate accents, but it's just like, it's weird. But yo, he is fucking hilarious, man. So, like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would recommend it to anybody else dropping, anybody else that's, you know, got some free time on their hands. You know, you would a chorty, you would, you know, a couple of your homies, or, you know, some family and friends, and y'all want to laugh and y'all want to enjoy yourselves, I would recommend this, guys. So once again, it's your boy Karan from the World of Crew. Comment down below what y'all thought about the special. Comment down below what y'all want to see next. Thank you so much for joining this growing community. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, guys. Help the channel grow. We out.